You want to shoot a film or a video, layer beautiful music throughout it, and sell it one day to Netflix, Hulu, or another big streaming network, but you aren't sure how much of a song you can include in your film before you have to fork over a licensing fee. Can you use a song in your film for free? There are two answers to this: the generally applicable answer and the special circumstance answer. The general answer is no, you cannot use an entire song in its raw form without paying something for it or without getting permission. So find the song that you want and write to the artist to ask who owns the copyright in the song you hope to use, and ask them for permission to use the song. If you don't get permission or you can't afford the licensing fee, then find another song. Now that we've answered the obvious question, the evolved question becomes, is there any portion of a song you can use without triggering a licensing fee? The answer to that question, it depends. The key is discovering whether your work is transformative. Courts take other elements into consideration, but none of those will help you if you don't clear this dispositive hurdle. So what is a transformative work? Let's discuss a recent case to help us out. The 2013 case, Threshold Media Corp vs. Relativity Media, or what I like to call the Catfish lawsuit, involved a popular film called Catfish, the story of how a New York photographer befriends online a girl that he later discovers is more than what he initially imagined. There are 4 songs played throughout the film. 2 songs are played as guitar covers that the girl sends the photographer, claiming that she sang them just for him. The first song was Tennessee Stud, a direct request from the photographer. The second was a song labeled as Downhill. As a photographer listens to the guitar versions of each song, the camera can hear approximately 19 seconds and 16 seconds of music playing in the background of the scene. There's even a portion of the song that the photographer feels inspired to chime in and sing along with. The third song is the straight studio recorded version of it, not a cover, that plays for give or take 28 seconds. The last song is also a studio recorded version playing in the background. The last song is especially important because it is playing in the background during the scene when the photographer and the film crew come to the realization that these songs were in fact studio recorded versions of professional songs sung by other professional artists. In total, about 22% of the acoustic recordings and 12% of the studio recordings of the songs were used in this film. There are 2 key factors about this case. First, the portion of the film containing the music is essential to the plot of the story. It serves as a triggering event that tips off the photographer that maybe the girl is lying not just about singing the songs, but something more. The photographer discusses the songs at length, including pointing out how one song in particular was posted on the girl's Facebook page, claiming it as her own voice and own recording. As the court goes on to write, quote, "This critical commentary and analysis falls squarely within the category of new expressive content that transforms the copyrighted expression into something different," end quote. The second is that this film is essentially a documentary. It's been speculated that there were scripted portions of the film, but it was clear that the photographer and the film crew had no control over which music the girl would send them. That was still a true documentation of the events unfolding between the photographer and the girl. Those are important to note since they ultimately become the key reasons why the court declares the use of the music in the film as transformative. That means that the Catfish creators did not have to pay Threshold Media for the music used in the film. Remember, if you're using the music outright with little to no changes, you must ask for permission from the rights holder. Try to make it detailed and in writing, or you'll find yourself in an annoying and drawn-out lawsuit like the lawsuit against famous YouTuber Michelle Phan by Ultra Records in 2014. That case was voluntarily dismissed in 2015. But if you're a musician appalled that even a sliver of your music isn't being paid for, relax. A study ran by a professor at Northwestern University showed that revenue from copyrighted music amounted to less than 22% of what a typical musician makes. So if you really want to support your fellow musician, purchase a concert ticket and see a live performance, or get a group together and have the artist teach your class. Because we all know new quality art would not exist if we did not allow some room to build on top of former creations. Right, Girl Talk?